Hello everyone. I hope all of you are doing well. So I am starting with open wounds of knee joint. Of all open joint injuries, those of knee are by far the most common, that is 53% to 91%. In patients with gunshot wounds of knee, evaluation of neurovascular status is of primary importance. AP and lateral radiographs are carefully scrutinized for fracture, air in the joint space, bullet fragments, and osteochondral fragments. If intra-articular fractures are not evident, knee joint aspiration can help to determine if the joint has been penetrated. A bloody aspirate indicates the need for joint irrigation. If open fracture reduction is not required, irrigation and debridement can be done arthroscopically. Now see, I will discuss a case with you. See in the X-ray, a 46-year-old man presented to emergency department with worsening chronic left knee pain. 14 years before presentation, he had sustained a gunshot wound to left knee. Radiographs obtained at the time of that injury showed a metallic bullet embedded in posterior weight-bearing surface of lateral femoral condyle and metallic debris within the joint. See panel A. No surgery was performed to remove the bullet at that time. At current presentation, the physical exam was notable for a large effusion in left knee. Repeat radiographs showed that, in addition to changes consistent with arthritis in joint, the bullet had fragmented into metallic particles throughout the joint and synovium. See panel B. Lab studies revealed microcytic anemia with HB level of 9 and blood lead level of 182 microgram per deciliter. Intra-articular bullet should be removed surgically at the time of injury. In addition to causing joint damage, intra-articular bullets can fragment and dissolve in synovial fluid, leading to lead poisoning. So, a rare late complication of intra-articular gunshot injuries, including those of the knee, is lead poisoning, which has been reported from 2 days to 52 years after injury. Lead fragments in soft tissues become encapsulated by fibrous tissue and become inert. Intra-articular bullet fragments in contact with synovial fluid causes foreign body reactions. Now see in the pic, AP view of the right distal femur of 18-year-old woman with high velocity rifle wound. Note lead snowstorm pattern and severe comminution. Arteriogram revealed no gross arterial damage. So your lead when reach synovial fluid, it causes foreign body reactions, mechanical articular cartilage damage, proliferative synovium, destructive arthritis. Lead when reach systemic circulation through inflamed synovial membrane, levels of lead in blood depends on bullet fragmentation and surface area of lead exposed to synovial fluid. Adults with lead poisoning are asymptomatic. There may be nausea, diarrhea, abdominal pain, weakness. All these are symptoms. Now see the X-ray. CPK intra-articular bullet fragments in 30-year-old man, 14 years after gunshot injury. He was found to have microcytic anemia with high blood lead levels and was treated with chelation therapy and removal of the fragments. So when patient comes to you, then what you should do is prompt therapy including chelation and removal of bullet fragments. So with this I end my today's session. Thank you